You pray.
Welcome, everyone, to Get to the Points. What's happening, guys?
Good morning.
Hi, Sean. Good to be here today.
Yes.
It's nice to meet you in person.
Yeah,
rather than just look at all the pictures you send me at night.
Yes. Yes. I've been sending you a ton of pics, a late night.
Feet stuff. So it's not.
I kind of jumped to the conclusion you would be a feet guy. It is a football show. I assume.
Socks on. Socks on. 70s socks with the stripe, the tall 70s.
Him?
Yeah.
His own feet.
Yeah. Yes, gym socks.
I heard you can make a lot of money online with the feet pics. So I thought, you being big name, hey, what do you think of these feet pics? Maybe give some advice.
You know how else you make big money? oddsr.com/Stanhope. Listen, we are negotiating. I'm trying to figure out a way logistically. First, go to oddsr.com/Stanhope right now. Sign up for the free trial. And I'm trying to figure out the logistics of I want to get random people on the odds are that can come on and do your guest picks. Fuck the celebrities. Mm-hmm. Fuck Michael Bean. We'll get to that.
Michael Bean's already got bumped off for random listeners.
And we also want to figure out a way to have someone, a few people win
an all expense paid trip to your Super Bowl
to
party.
My Super Bowl party, or just you pay the expenses. I have to.
You get to hang out. Yeah.
Well, it could be an all expense paid trip, but it's you pick the mode of transportation.
You like stay at the Shady Dell.
Yeah.
And it's vintage trailer park, theshadydell.com if you want to check it out. And be a guest of royalty, a VIP at our Super Bowl party. We just have to see how much they're willing to spend to get you there. Odds are this week, last Sunday went 4-4, but since we include the following Thursday in our picks, they had 3 picks. They went 2 out of 3 on Thursday night. So 7-5 technically for the Odds Are app. Haven't had a losing week. What I have done, I've lost miserably, but I have not lost a penny. I actually made money again with a 6-10 record because
you went big on the Odds Are stuff.
The one my lock of the week. I forget what.
Curly stool or whatever.
Yeah, last week I had something different. But anyway, it was this week I'm going to go with hand jobs. I'm going to go with the type of hand.
So now, what is the hand job rating system?
Kung Fu grip.
We'll get to it.
Okay.
The point is
spit lube.
So I've been, and for my block of the week, I have been checking where I go, okay, I got my picks, and then I see what their picks
where odds are and what it matches.
And that's what I did last week with the Cowboys. Put $100 instead of 10. I was doing 5, 10, and 20s.
Okay.
But $100. So I did come out $10 ahead.
Well, not old BW. I took a fucking beating last week. Yeah. It's really gambling's stupid.
That's always the message you want to send to the audience.
Yeah.
Did you bet? See, this is why I'm not betting the fucking Thursdays that early.
Thursdays games are usually a shit show.
Well, you can't predict Dick Butkus is going to die before the fucking Bears game.
Did Dick Butkus die
that day?
Oh shit. See, I totally missed it. I'm glad when I checked the score, I was like, oh, great, because I think I would have bet on the Commanders.
I already had like a fucking asshole. So I have one sports betting account. I have 3 that I use. And one I'm just doing the green light picks, the top ranked picks from, and that's up. And the other one that we use, use, that's where I go crazy. And fucking DraftKings, I guess I got to get a fucking VPN or something.
Oh, it is. As someone who's been in sports gambling for a long, there's no way to hack it. If you're in a different state, to bet on, there's just no way. I mean, if you're trying to bet in your DraftKings and you're not in Arizona, they're so strict about it. It's stupid.
But I had a VPN
because the Tunnel Bear thing that Shaley always. It's so the VPNs don't work.
No,
on DraftKings?
VPNs they got that figured out.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, it's really annoying. I mean, so if you're in
move. Yes, exactly.
I'm
Get the fuck out.
I'll live at the Shady Dell so I can access DraftKings and all the parlays.
They do have vintage wireless.
I looked up the Shady Dell. I thought it would be just from the name alone. I thought it'd be worse, but it looks pretty good on Yelp.
Yeah, no, it's a vintage trailer park.
Okay, it looks nice.
You just heard trailer park, I guess.
Yes, I'm very judgmental. Well, Shady Dell, I didn't.
That's very cool. It's very neato.
You know what I haven't been paying attention to on the odds are, and this is maybe why we need an intern.
Yeah.
Because you did mention that on Twitter.
Yeah. If you're out there, if you're watching right now, email winhardley@gmail.com if you want to be our
just to keep track
scribe
of our numbers. And the one thing I haven't paid attention to, when you go to the app, you see the top ranked picks, but you can click on all games and they will have a white dot. Like we don't really have a pick, but they'll put a white dot. If you're gonna bet it anyway, we're leaning this way.
So it's like not enough to actually fire a green dot, but
yeah, I've only been paying attention to the top ranked green lights. I want to know what they're doing with the white dots for averages.
Oh yeah, that would be good.
So the white dots in the red, that's if they had to pick. Okay.
It's that Sophie's Choice dot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Sophie's Choice pick of the day on odds are.
Let's see what odds are saying for the Phillies. All right. Well, it looks like they're white dotting the Phils all the way.
For the series or just game one?
Just on this game today.
All right, there's your free one.
Phillies plus 1.5. Ends a win. So
all right. I'm on board.
Yeah, maybe I'll throw a bet on that too. Never know. I still have a few dollars in my account.
You're hanging on.
That's the thing. If you would just bet with the app.
Yeah. Well, I'll do that. I'll open another account.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
All right, do it.
You're your sponsor. I gotta do it.
Fucking Michael Bean. I have lost every single week to Michael Bean. Again,
he's the sharp. Maybe he's the guy running odds.
Well, no, the winner gets to pick next week's game. Like to bet. And the loser gets to pick the team in that game. So I'm the one that's been picking the fucking loser with him. And I can't, I can't wait for it to be greenlit on the app or something because he's picking the game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you're boxed into it.
Yeah. So I'm down $400 to this fucking dunce cap, fucking blowout stroke victim.
What's
this
the Michael
week's
Bean
game?
Pick?
And it finally picked a game.
Stroke victim?
Yeah, he said. He said, "When did you quit drinking?" He said, "I don't know, somewhere between the heart attack and the stroke."
Oh Jesus,
he's fucking brilliantly funny. This week he finally picked a watchable game, even though I don't like either of them. Is Dallas San Francisco?
Yeah.
So I took Dallas plus 3.5.
Ooh, interesting.
And it's got a white dot.
Okay, well
that's what made me think.
So you're hanging on.
My underpants have a white dot in the back.
What's going on there?
It's semen from a guy from the bus station.
All right. Well, good to open up. Sure.
Well, here, let me just and so everybody knows that we don't try to act like we're hot shit. I'll do a postmortem of my bets last week real quick here.
Biggest winners and losers.
Eagles really fucked me. They left a white dot on my underwear in the back.
Yeah, I was a $50 loss. I loaded up last minute and fucking failed.
-9 really screwed me. Dolphins, Bills under. Everybody knows what happened there. Ravens got me. I did that one. I won with the Ravens +2. Colts lost on them in the last few seconds of the game. Buccaneers won on the Bucks straight up money line, so that was a +156. So it got me up a little bit. Lost on the Raiders +5. Won on the Chiefs Jets over 41.5. Lost on the Cardinals +15.5. That was a live bet that I did during the game. Lost on the Chiefs -8.
Oh, that Chiefs one was brutal. And Patrick Mahomes, when he could have scored the touchdown, but then slides down.
Yeah,
you son of a bitch.
My kids almost did not have a television to watch Bluey on the next day.
and I had it in a tease, so it was even worse because it wasn't even 9.5. I teased it down to 3.5, so they won by 3. It was like that much closer.
I wish if I lived here, it would be very funny if we did bet appliances. I come over, I take your microwave.
You have to smash it.
Sorry, no more Bluey, kids.
Well,
you blew it.
I almost threw my phone at the TV.
I take your dog for a week.
Kidnap the
Double or nothing.
Coming with me.
Take pictures of the dog holding up a newspaper every day.
Doug is treating me well.
I think I'm going to start doing that with Kenny, who's always broke. You know,
Yeah.
Castle Rock
Mhm.
Kenny at home. He's a degenerate.
Yeah.
And just like play scratch tickets, any free money. He's gambling on some low rent thing. I think I maybe do that. Like, okay, no, I'll bet you just microwave oven.
Just your toaster.
I get your. I get. You know, you get those things on top of the stove, the grates, so you can put that. You put the pots on. You're like, I just get them for a week.
You can still cook, Kenny, but it's gonna be a pain in the ass.
It's gonna be complicated.
It's gonna be a balancing act.
You got to keep your hand on that pot the entire time.
yeah. Let's just to finish up. What else kicked my ass? Okay, Seahawks. I got. That was a big bet. That was a $50 bet. Seahawks -2.5.
That was it. I mean, that was.
But then my $50 bet on the over 45.5 took that win away. So and then, what else? Oh, okay, now I'm into this week. So that's last week. I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 bets and 12 bets and 5 wins.
See, that's I don't do over under. I do on the because most of the app green lights. I think of like whatever 7 bets. I think 5 of them
totals.
were totals over unders.
Yeah.
So I only fuck with that when it's
Well, I did a
the
parlay this week based just on the app because the app only had over unders last night picked and oh no, wait, that's not I did a parlay of just the apps over unders and it was Vikings Chiefs under 52.5, Broncos Jets under 43.5, and Jacksonville Bills over 48.5. So that's
Jacksonville. Okay, Jacksonville Bills over, and sorry, what was the other total you had in there?
The Broncos under and Vikings under. Broncos Jets under, Vikings Chiefs under.
Is it? Am I wrong? Or did Jacksonville? Is they doing 2 in a row in London?
These guys got to go to London every fucking weekend.
Yeah, but they get to stay there, so it makes sense.
Yes, this is a first ever back-to-back London game. Yeah.
Oh, that's
it's never happened. So that's kind of probably an interesting place to start with the picks because that's the first game. Jags are getting 5.5 against the Bills. Bills coming off that big win against the Dolphins. Jags are staying out there. Bills had to fly out this week.
See, here's the thing. I know if you spend a week in London and you're a young NFL player, again, buckets of money pouring out of you like pants, you're well rested this week in London because you're not going to a titty bar.
Yeah, it's not like a Tampa Bay strip club.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's hard to get drugs. The drugs aren't that good.
I'll take room service at the hotel.
Wait, your vagina's uncircumcised?
You fancy a lap shag, governor?
You want me fish and chips? It's hard to get in trouble, I think, in London.
Yeah, so I'm taking the Jags based on uncircumcised British vagina. I'm -5.5, and I put $10 on that. That's a mediocre hand job at a very safe-seeming airport massage parlor.
Okay.
So
wait, you said the Jags are getting 5.5 against the Bills, so that's plus.
Oh, sorry. Wait, they're getting. Oh yeah. Sorry, I wrote it down wrong. Sorry.
No, just want to make sure when you're grading it, you're getting the plus
I thought
odds.
I bet on that. Maybe that's part of a parlay. I'm going to bet on that live on the air.
Oh my God.
I thought I had that.
I'm with you guys. I like the Jags.
Yeah. Jags in London.
That's a home. They probably have more fans in London than they do.
They play a game there every year. So yeah, there are a lot of I think they're just, they want a random fan base, and London seems they get excited for them.
Right.
Next up, Giants.
I bet people travel from London to go fill in seats at their empty home games in Jacksonville.
Yeah. There's probably. Have you seen?
Remember me? She's in the stands.
Duval, where my fellow Jags mates at?
Remember me from the museum?
We're gonna get a pint, Jacksonville. It is very like you couldn't have two different cultures than Jacksonville and London. Like they're complete opposites. Like, hey, where's the jet skis, motherfuckers? It's really a different vibe.
Do you think? Yeah. Do jet skis even exist in London?
I can't imagine.
Like,
But they have water
get yourself
there.
on a postage stamp there. The guy who introduced jet skis to London in 2023.
They have that. Have you seen? They have that hot tub in the Jacksonville Stadium. Have you seen that?
No.
Yeah, they have a. It's like or maybe it's a pool, whatever. But they have like a decent sized pool that people hang out and watch the game at. Which I can only imagine what goes on in that pool.
Well, I know there's a lot of baseball stadiums. Don't the Diamondbacks have that?
Diamondbacks might. Yeah,
the Rockies, don't they have a hot tub?
I know they have like a waterfall or something.
All right. Anyway, Houston. Wait, this is your job.
Giants getting 12.5 points in Miami. Another Florida game. Giants got destroyed last week. Dolphins lost to the Bills. I don't know. Giants are banged up. Bunch of offensive line injuries. They look horrible. I can't take the Giants, but it is 12.5 points. What do you like the Giants?
I took the 12.5 points.
Okay. Yeah. Because you could see it as like a bounce back spot or it's a lot of points. What's your angle on the Giants?
I'm away from my wife. She makes me bet the goddamn Dolphins like some goddamn cuckold fucking walking around wiping her ass and fucking shivering every time and what happened last week? The fucking Dolphins lost, and now where is she?
She's
home angry at me.
She bullies you into betting the Dolphins?
Yeah, she's a big Dolphins fan.
I mean, they've looked good.
Well, because she has blue hair. And that's the only reason. And then I'm the one who gets to fucking take a beating with a high heel shoe.
The Giants also worth noting. The Giants are blue, like they're big blue. That's their whole thing.
Yeah, but it's a different blue. Don't get my fucking wife started. She hates that blue. She will. In fact, she's probably watching this and breaking my computer screen at home right now because
you going into your account and betting the other side.
Yeah, it's turquoise.
The Dolphins have a pretty blue, and I'm gonna say, you know what? This is like my Cardinals bet. I took the Giants money line on this for a $10 bet plus 520.
That's a massive payout.
I think it's the Dolphins are so dominant and getting into conspiratorial NFL things. I think all the money's on the Dolphins here. And so I think they're going to blow it up. They're going to get the right refs in there. They're going to get the right players to
to your point, no one is betting on the Giants. And if you're in NFL Survivor, if the Giants win, I think a lot of people are going to be taking the Dolphins in their Survivor pool. So that would be if you've made it this far in your Survivor.
3 entries in the fucking survival pools on DraftKings that I just forget because they don't list them with your regular bets.
Oh, it's like a separate.
You have to go to pools, and then I forgot. And then other suicide pools that I've been in, they have a default set. If you forget to bet, they just give you your best chances of the week.
That's and they should just make it whatever the biggest favorite is.
Right, and they don't. And I got fucked out of $30 this year. Can you start a GoFundMe?
Yes,
our intern. Can you start
for guys who forget to put their picks in for NFL Survivor?
Yeah,
you can make a difference. $1 a day can change the hearts and lives of these guys who forget to put their picks in.
Start a side GoFundMe for guys who thought they picked the over when they actually picked the under.
The wrong side.
I've done that. I've been like celebrating on bets, and then I go and check and go, wait, I thought I bet,
but
I bet the wrong thing.
Sensibly, if you're reading right to the left, you would think the under would be first, but it's over under. So I've done that a few times this season where I'm like, fuck, I
booked a plane ticket a month. I was leaving Austin, and on Southwest, it changes. Like when you book your return flight, it changes the calendar month. Yeah. And I just was like doing it fast and said, okay, leave on the 13th or whatever. And then I'm like, why am I not getting a thing to check in? And then I call and they're like, yeah, your flight's next month. Me and my whole family. We had to
rebook.
Yeah, they had to move there.
Yeah.
We got an apartment and a job there.
We got a new life. Lions laying 9.5 at home against the Carolina Panthers. Panthers, rookie quarterback Bryce Young, offense hasn't looked good. Lions coming off that Thursday night win, previous Thursday, looking pretty sharp. Doug?
Yeah, it's just there's something that feels bad about like the Lions are giving up fucking 9.5 points. I took it. I'm
Historically,
rooting for it, but I took it a
It's a little
$5
nerve-wracking.
bet. This is a over the pants hand job.
You're barely gonna come.
Yeah, in high school with her dad is out on the porch and you're trying to be quiet. This is the worst hand job.
You're gonna get some like Gene Rugburn going on.
Right.
Yeah. I think the Panthers are due. Like I've been saying, I have a soft spot for the Panthers just from that one season, but 9.5's a big one. Again, I feel like the Lions are such a juggernaut so far that I don't know.
I don't think you can say that word anymore.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It's problematic.
I think 9.5's a good. That's a nice pad there. I mean, I could be eating my words tomorrow.
Yeah, I like Detroit, but I can see
You'll
it.
be eating something, Tubby.
I knew it. I knew you were going to make a fat
You
joke.
walked right into that one. Houston Texans 2-point underdogs.
Get a side of ranch with it.
Well, you know what? I'm getting this like fucking. I need Sky Rizzy.
Yeah,
I'm
that's my
getting, like-
son's name.
Yeah. Well,
You named him after.
the theme song, you know,
Yeah.
Brendan Walsh wrote that when he produces boy bands, and that was
Oh,
one of
yes.
their hit songs that Sky Rizzy actually stole that, and
Yeah.
that's why they had to change the theme song now. If you haven't noticed, they still say "Nothing is everything" as
Yeah.
Nothing is
everything.
Yeah.
Can we all harmonize?
Yeah.
Nothing is everything. See?
Sky Rizzy is one of our sponsors this week.
Yeah, and I'm getting this like all of a sudden in my life, like this, and it's always in the same spot. And I don't know if it's plaque psoriasis or eczema.
Is that
or-
what Sky Rizzy's for? Eczema?
Yeah,
Oh.
no. See, here's a problem
Some
with
sort
the
of
Sky
skin
Rizzy.
thing.
This you would say that's mild, right?
I
The
don't even
Sky
see
Rizzy
anything.
right here, right there, no, my chin. It's all rashy. Sky Rizzy is for moderate to severe, just like everything else.
Yeah,
And I have mild, so I should just shut the fuck up,
I guess.
or do I make it worse? Do I pick at it until I can use Sky Rizzy?
Get some over-the-counter Robitussin?
I'm sure a lot of dermatologists will be sending email. I'm Doug at DougStandup.com, and you are dick pics in the NFL pants or
Yeah.
something. What's it called?
Did we get
Win
any
hardly.
any
We
dick
didn't get
pics?
any. No dick pics this week.
People are getting lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Falcons 2-point favorites at home against the Texans. I don't like the Falcons quarterback Desmond Ridder, so I took the Texans. Doug,
Texans, small, weak hand job, 2 fingers,
little dog there.
2 fingers, no eye contact.
Who is it? Texans and who?
Texans and Falcons.
Texans, Falcons.
I'm getting +2 on the Houston Texans.
Yep, that's what I'm seeing.
I don't think I touched that game.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, no, I didn't bet on that game, and I'm not gonna.
All right. You know what? I'm not going to try to browbeat you.
Yeah.
Steelers 4.5-point home underdogs.
You know, I'm
Didn't
going.
look good against the Texans, but this is a
Against
division
who?
game. They're
The
going
Ravens.
against the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah. That was a pretty good hand job right here.
You feel this is
Yeah.
this is like a hand job that you actually jerk off to
This
months
is it.
later. It's that good.
Yeah.
Normally you jerk off the times you have sex, but if you have an amazing hand job, you might even go back to that.
Right. This is like almost a do it yourself.
So,
This is-
so
this
good,
is-
it almost feels like the real thing.
Yeah.
AKA me jerking off.
This is a massage table, a hand job, but instead of a face cradle, it's a cock cradle.
Oh,
So you're
she's
getting-
underneath.
Yeah, she's milking you from underneath while your face is buried. So you could care less who it is. Basically, a prostate glory hole.
Okay.
Prostrate.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Laying down.
Baltimore -4.5.
Oh, going big on Baltimore.
$20.
Wow.
$20.
Well, I'll one up you. I'm going. This is a hand job with the Good Lube, not CVS brand fucking
Name
Astroglide.
brand.
This
Yeah,
is
that
the
gets-
name brand Astroglide.
Maybe even a
Yes,
Because
flavor.
I went $50 on Ravens -4.5.
Oh.
I have that hand job coming up in the future. We'll get to that.
Tennessee Titans, 2.5-point favorites in Indianapolis against the Colts. Rookie quarterback Anthony Richardson for the Colts has looked pretty good, but I like the Titans. They seem to do well against the Colts historically, kind of a division thing. But I could see the case for the Colts, Doug.
Yeah, mid-range hand job. I took Tennessee -2.5.
Yeah.
Just the Colts were doing me well, and then they fucked us last week. So
Yeah, they screwed us.
I turned on them. I just turned on them openly and their families. I mean, I hate Indianapolis. I've said in more than one special that it's Indiana's the worst state in the country, and there's no arguing with it. It's just a fact.
Yeah, it's tough.
You don't get a lot of pushback. I mean, even I feel like people in Indiana, it's tough for them to make a case for it.
There's not a good town like everywhere else. Even Arkansas has like cool towns.
Yeah. No, Indianapolis is shit. That's where where I told the lady she looks like Robert Plant.
That's one of my favorite jokes ever. He goes, those Florida women that they used to be hot, but now they just kind of look like Robert Plant.
Yeah. Oh wow, you can really see a great visual. So Brendon, what are you doing? Titans, Colts.
I thought I bet on this. I would, I've been rooting for the Titans all season. I feel like because of the Colts last week, I feel like the Colts might do this with 2.5. I think it's going to be a close game. I would even go Colts straight up, to be honest.
Colts money line.
Yeah.
Patriots are favored at home against the Saints.
Yeah, God, that's a tough one.
I'm not even. Oh yeah, they're both your teams.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not really a Patriots guy. I mean, I'm from there. If I have to, and Saints, I jumped off that bandwagon after. I love the Saints, but they weren't my favorite team. Once they won a Super Bowl, I'm like, all right, let's go for. I want to eventually become a Jacksonville fan.
You're slowly working your way to Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Well, you need to work on your Cockney accent.
I took New England -1, but I only put $5. This is the kind of hand job where she audibly groans about her hand hurts and her arms tired. And
carpal tunnel.
Is there something wrong? Like, just stop saying. Like, can you hurry up?
Are you liking this?
Yeah, there's a mosquito in here. Something's biting me.
I also like the under here. It's 39. This feels like an ugly game. I would go Saints, but I
think under's the way to go on this.
Yeah, what was the over under?
39.
Yeah, I would fuck with that.
Yeah, I'm not. That's another one. That's such a toss up. I mean, I'll flip a coin right now and make a pick, but you can do that at home.
Eagles 4-point favorites in Los Angeles. Bunch of Eagles fans already out here in town getting psyched for the game. My buddy in Venice was saying they were taking over restaurants doing Eagles chants. Go Birds. I'm obviously going to be big on the Eagles, but Doug, how say you? Impartial.
Philly -4. Yeah, that's a $10 bet. That's a mid range.
I feel like the Eagles. Sean knows as well as I do, being an Eagles fan. They're gonna shit the bed. One of these games is gonna. Yes. This could be. It's like every week. It's like, it makes sense. Eagles -4, which I did put $50 on. But I could also see this being their loss.
Well, they do get Cooper Kupp. He's back, and that is somewhat worrisome. Fletcher Cox is out. Don't like that. But I do like their defense overall. I think their D line and their offensive line.
Speaking of Cox and Cups, send pictures of clear penis outlines.
Just be ready it's usually during kickoff returns that
anytime. I mean, I notice it. I'll start taking pictures.
Sidelines, but kickoff returns, especially, is when they kind of zoom in on that.
Yeah, that's where you really get some great shots of dicks. Bengals 3-point favorites against Arizona. This spread is kind of crazy. The look ahead line was Bengals by like 7.5 or 8 points, but they got their asses kicked by the Titans. Cardinals continue to kind of be frisky, even though they didn't cover against the 49ers. Probably should have covered.
Yeah, that hurt because that was like,
Zach Ertz dropped the ball right there at the goal line.
And that's the one I had fucking the bean money on. And come on.
That's where the fix comes in.
Yeah. I can't possibly lose 5 times in a row to this fucking guy. So this one I did.
Bean is a sharp.
He's not a, he's an idiot savant without any of the savant.
What are you doing here, Doug?
Arizona +3 for $5 measly. This is a hand job that will, just so you don't try to fuck her. You take ecstasy and you go, listen, I don't want to be thinking with my dick all night. I want to actually have some fun. So can you just tug me off real quick into a coffee can? Yeah.
Brendon,
you know what? I took Falcons -2 on that one. That's a tough one. I don't know. I'd go under 45.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because the Bengals offense Joe Burrow's still a little hurt. We'll see what happens there. Chiefs laying 3.5. Vikings 3.5-point home dogs. I think the Vikings will make it close. Kind of hang around against the Chiefs. Chiefs have a Thursday night game coming up. They've had a lot of primetime games, a lot of off the field drama. But Doug, are you factoring that in, or are you just going Casey?
This is my $50.
Oh, this
Really?
is $50.
This is
one.
the
Love
hand
this
job where she's sitting on top of you, reverse cowgirl style, and she's jerking you off like it's her own dick.
Yeah,
and you have an eye mask on, and you're just holding her ass and maybe getting a little thummy with the butthole.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my fucking hand job of the week.
I like that.
But wait, so what's your bet?
Oh, KC minus 3.5.
He didn't give out the bet.
Yeah, sorry.
Why, did you think he was
got
going to
lost.
reveal?
He got that like far away look in his eyes, got lost in the
He was
fence.
clearly-
I can't stand up right now. There's a fire. I'm
You're
just
gonna
gonna
have to hold your bets
butt
in
scoot
front
out of here.
It's like when the teacher calls you up to the
like
to
a dog with worms.
to slide it around. Brendon, how say you?
I went under 52.5 because like I said, Chiefs do not fucking hit these overs. I think Chiefs is such a hyped up team. I'm not seeing anything.
Their offense has been a little flat.
It's been pretty flat. I would go, but again, the Vikings are just such a fucking cavalcade of dunces.
Their defense is bad. So
Yeah.
if there is a game for them to get right, it might be this game. I'm worried the Vikings will get like that garbage touchdown they did against the Eagles to get this covered.
3.5's a tough line. I feel like this could be close. But I'd go Chiefs minus 3.5.
Jets head to Denver. Broncos are 2.5-point favorites. Of course, Sean Payton talked a bunch of shit about Nathaniel Hackett, who got fired from the Broncos coach. Now he's the offensive coordinator for the Jets. I think the Jets have a good defense. I know both these offenses suck, but the Broncos have a historically bad defense. I like the Jets here. I think they win the game outright. Doug?
Yeah, I took $5. I took Denver minus 2.5. But this is a hand job that you're like, because the cable went out and you're just killing time and you really have no sexual desire whatsoever. Yeah. But like, if I jerk off, that'll fucking kill, 10 minutes. But you have to use but you have to use your memory instead of actual pornography or anything. It's $5.
Dig up that old.
I mean, it is scary to be confident on the Jets, but yeah, I mean the Broncos, both teams have looked pretty shit.
I like the Jets. I'm all ready for when Aaron Rodgers comes back. That's going to be my team. I like an Aaron Rodgers Jets. I think that's going to be my team. I'll buy the merch.
Really?
You're all in on the Jets?
Why not?
I love the Jets colors.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Fucking uniform. It still has that throwback vibe.
Probably top 5.
Great uniforms and an Aaron Rodgers in there too. It just kind of.
I mean, if he can come back this season, I picked the Jets to win the division, and then obviously him running out with ran out with the American flag and then blew out his Achilles. That was brutal.
Flip flop, stepped on a pop top.
Jimmy Buffett and Aaron Rodgers, similar issues.
But I went with the app on this and went under 43.5 on this game.
Oh yeah, that's
I might throw a couple bucks at Jets plus 2.5.
I'm surprised that total is above 40 points because both these offenses have struggled and the Jets have a good defense. Sunday Night Football, aka the Bean Bowl. Cowboys plus 3.5, 49ers minus 3.5. Doug, you're locked in on Dallas?
Yeah, well, I already got $100 going with the bean on this, so I threw another 20 at plus 3.5. And nobody in the history of gambling has ever lost 5 consecutive bets.
No, it's impossible.
It has never happened.
No,
in any form of gambling.
It's impossible because they would walk away before that could happen. And the odds statistically, it's like a 1 in a 17 billion chance. You have a better chance of winning Powerball while getting struck by lightning.
Statistically, 5 bets in a row. How would that ever
Speaking of knowing when to walk away, if you find that you are having trouble with gambling, excessive gambling, problem gambling, just email.
Email your mom.
Win Hardly.
Win Hardly. gmail.com.
Yeah, and we'll walk you through it. We'll give you some like really solid picks.
We'll send you some
balance it out, man.
Yeah.
Sign up for the Odds Are app. That'll help.
If you're winning,
Sometimes-
you don't have a problem.
Yeah, it's not an addiction.
Sometimes you have to walk away, but don't you want to walk away ahead of the game?
I'm gonna walk away with some
There we
green in
go.
those pockets.
Walk away a winner.
I have the cow. Now this is a parlay that I have. I have Niners to win straight up, and then Chiefs to win straight up, and then the Jets. Oh, I can't read the bottom. I can't read the bottom of the bet. Oh well. Well, but that's I have the Cowboys.
That button. Oh,
It's
click
not-
on this, and then you do that button. Yeah, fucking.
Hold on.
What a dumb fucking website.
Yeah.
I know we don't, because my sponsorships change rapidly on my regular podcast, so I don't ever tell you what who I bet with. I do fuck with DraftKings. I think they are a sponsor. I think. I don't know. I get all these.
Oh, it's the under the Broncos and Jets. So I have Niners straight up, Chiefs straight up, and then the Jets and Broncos under 43.5. For a 3-game parlay, I bet $17.10 to win $62.23.
All right.
But if I had to go on it, I would go. I think I'd go Niners. I don't know.
Yeah, I like the Niners.
And
They seem to
I
kind
hate
of own the
fucking
Cowboys.
Cowboys too. Yeah.
That's a big part of my handicap as well. Cowboys
Yeah.
suck.
Yeah. I again, I don't have neither. They're just so indicative of for my age. They were the most boring. Like, all right, it's gonna be anytime they played each other, they
Yeah.
go, well, that's basically the Super Bowl because the AFC sucked so bad and they were so dominant for so many
they
years.
had such a crazy run. It was just Niners.
It's just boring.
Cowboys.
Yeah. And Bills.
And the Bills.
And the Bills were the Washington Generals.
Yeah.
They were. Oh man.
Wasn't it the Super Bowl? When did Magic Johnson announce he had AIDS? It was during a Super Bowl, wasn't it?
Where
The Bills.
Where were you the day that
I remember I was in my I was like in high school and in my high school girlfriend's
Bottom?
room watching I was getting pegged. So I was facing the TV.
Hold on, turn the TV up. I gotta see Magic saying something important.
Magic Johnson announced that he had AIDS during a football game. I remember that breaking in. And it was the
All right.
Bills. It's back when what was it, Jim Kelly? It
Yeah.
was the Jim Kelly era Bills when they were dominating.
Yes. Frank Reich, who's
Yeah.
now a coach.
So Magic Johnson announces HIV diagnosis and retirement from the Lakers November 7th, 1991.
So it was just a game then. It wasn't the Super Bowl.
yeah. Be interesting to see like what game they interrupted. I remember watching the Knicks in the playoffs when they interrupted for the OJ chase. Or in the finals. That was crazy. And they were doing split screen for a while.
Yeah.
There was something going on because I was doing a one-nighter somewhere in Oregon
Mhm.
during that. And I'm like, I hope this ends by showtime. 'Cause no one is going to leave the chase to see stand-up comedy by some fucking hump with a mullet.
Packers plus 2.5 in Las Vegas. Out in Las Vegas, you can already see the Midwest crowd coming in. Going to be a Packers
That is a pretty
vibe.
game, and I say that with 100 cocks in my mouth.
Mm.
That uniform wise, that is a
Oh, two
really
classic
beautiful.
classics.
Yeah, the green on yellow on black. Fuck yes.
Yeah.
Because the Raiders are home, so they'll be wearing their all black.
Yeah.
100 Cox.
I went with Green Bay because +2 I got it at, but only $5. You know what? A $5 hand job. The best analogy would be a $5 hand job.
Yeah. Depends on
Not
who you
really.
Depends how motivated they are.
Yeah.
Brennan.
Packers Raiders. I
like the Packers. I'm with you, Doug, because I think they're a better team. They got the extra rest. I don't know.
Packers
This-
+2 seems good.
The
The Raiders
Raiders
haven't done me well. I think I lost every
Wait, is,
time.
is Garoppolo still out? I don't pay attention to these
He's
things
in the-
He was
anymore.
there last game.
No, he was out last game.
Oh, he was? Did he
yeah.
get knocked out last game? Because he started it, right?
So no, it was the game before he got a concussion. He finished the game. Then they didn't have him play last week. And he just cleared concussion protocol. So
I thought he was in, and then he left because he had Chinese takeout delivered by like a DoorDash
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something. And
Yeah.
he's like, because
he
they
had,
showed
he
him.
had a
eating like all sorts of egg foo young and stuff. Sideline.
Chinese food.
Delivery.
Sorry, I gotta get the door.
I don't think you're allowed to say that. Janine Garofalo did a guest spot during that game, though. She
really?
dropped in and did like a tight 40 minutes of reading out of a notebook.
I call it doing an Uber 5 because every time I get the fucking Uber out of the Comedy Store, I stayed next door there, and it says 5 minutes. It's always like 9 minutes.
Yeah.
Like that should be a comedy term where guest set usually does 5 minutes and they go long. He's gonna do like an Uber 5.
Well, because a lot of times now I feel like the first Uber cancels and then you're reassigned a new Uber. Yeah, 9 minutes is probably about right as far as when the guy actually shows up.
All right, is that? Oh wait,
Is that it?
We're not going to do
Not going to do the Thursday night.
Well, okay,
Broncos 10.5.
What is it? What is it? Again?
Broncos 10 are getting 10.5 points against the Chiefs.
All right, so
that's another fucking.
Yeah, that's a great interconference divisional rivalry where there's so many spoilers in that fucking division where the Raiders suck, but they'll beat the Chiefs, or the Chargers suck, but they'll.
It's classic division football.
So how about we just guess now? But we're not necessarily betting. But I'm gonna take the Chiefs. I'm gonna take
Chiefs minus 10.5. 10.5 isn't really that much,
especially for Kansas City. And I mean, they lit up the Bears, who have a horrible defense. I think they're gonna light up the Broncos.
Yeah, I would say under 51.5 is a good call on that too.
Well, and the Chiefs defense is actually decent this year compared to other years.
So yeah, Chiefs minus 10.5, under 51.5. Parlay that, and then parlay the other way too.
I'll bet you this jacket against your brand new glasses.
Okay.
No, that'll be great, especially if Brendon wins and then he has to like squeeze into the jacket for the
another
show.
fat joke. What the fuck?
Fat guy in a
I'm doing ketamine. It's gonna be fine.
It's the
Curb your appetite.
Premier weight loss drug.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you,
have
everyone.
A Band-Aid on next week right here on my.
Nobody else sees it.
Yeah, and actually, it's great promo for our Sky Rizzy.
We're gonna Sky Rizzy. Talk to your doctor.
Hey, thanks. I have Jason. Jason Falls. That's my go-to guy at oddsr.com/Stanhope. Get your free trial and hey, get a hold of me about these promotions. Super Bowl guest broadcasters, prognosticators, guest handicappers. Right here.
winhardly@gmail.com. Email us with all, if you want to be our intern, if you got dick pics, any kind of questions, anything. winhardly@gmail.com.
Just to talk to Brendon. Hey, email him.
That's our intern, Frank Cum.
Thank you.